When I was growing up, throughout my life, I've always heard this term evil drink or the demon drink, and something that's stuck in my mind. I think I've heard a lot of people using it. I've heard a lot of my coaching clients using this, and I just want to explore that a little bit in this video. I think for most people, I don't actually believe for a second that they believe alcohol is a demon or that they believe alcohol is evil. I think it starts out as a flippant remark. But flippant remarks, if you use them often enough, they can grow in power, in their power over you and in their power over your thinking and your behavior. I do think that people believe alcohol has a power over them, has a control over them, has an influence over them. So what exactly is so evil about alcohol? Let's compare it with other things. Let's compare it with another liquid like petrol or methylated spirits or bleach. Anything else, any liquid that's not supposed to be in your body. What's the difference between those things? I mean, if you were to put bleach into your body, you could say, oh, the bleach is evil, right? But at the end of the day, this is a liquid in a bottle, right? Alcohol is a liquid in a bottle. It has absolutely no ability to do anything to you, to make you do anything, to force you to do anything. You have to be a willing participant in your drunkenness. You have to be a willing participant in all the damage that is caused to you, right? You have to be a willing participant just to get that liquid out of the bottle and into your mouth. I'm 10 years into this journey now, and alcohol has absolutely no power over me whatsoever, right? It's got no power over me whatsoever. But the funny thing is, it never did. Never had any power over me. And I just didn't realize it. There's an old saying that if you believe something or if you don't believe something, it's true. And what about the alcohol demon? I mean, I know when it's in your body, it can feel like there's a demon inside of you, I mean, I remember the first time that I drank alcohol proper, and it just caused all kinds of chaos in my body. I remember having spirits for the first time. They put spirits into my pint glass as a joke. I must have been maybe 19 or 20 years of age, and I knew it straight away, but I took a big swig out of it, and I don't think it hit my stomach for more than 2 or 3 seconds when it was coming back out again, and I had to run, and I just got into the first part of the toilet when I was vomiting. And for the rest of that night, I felt like you could have said there was a demon inside of me. I've often associated alcohol with myself personally as a Jekyll and Hyde personality. Now, not that I take on the persona of Mr. Hyde when I'm drunk, but I just get stupid, and I say stupid things, and I do stupid things. It just wasn't good on many, many different levels. Depending on the amount of alcohol that I drank, it would turn me into a mental Neanderthal. And that's not good in anyone's books. But the problem is in this, that you're the one that puts it in there. Every time, every single drop of alcohol that ever goes into your body has to be put in there by you. And this happens over and over and over again. Any alcohol problem is caused by an accumulation of damage caused by the alcohol, either a physical accumulation of damage or a lifetime accumulation of damage. So there's no such thing as the alcohol being a problem. You're the problem. You're the one that's putting it in there, and there lies the issue, right? None of us like to think that we are the underlying problem to this, that we're the common denominator, that all of this shit that's happening to us, the way that we feel now, the way that our lives have gone, is down to us. It's much easier to ship out the blame to something else, and hence the reason why we talk about things like the alcohol is the problem, or the disease is the problem, or it's evil drink, or it's the evil demon of alcohol. Okay, so we have to get out of that way of thinking about things. So how about this? Take personal responsibility for yourself. Take personal responsibility for everything. As long as you're placing blame on something outside of yourself, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. You're surrendering so much of your power. And it doesn't matter what you believe philosophically about stopping drinking alcohol. No matter what you believe, you are the one that has to stop putting this crap into your mouth. End of story. Everything else is just talk. So alcohol is not evil, right? It's not good either, for that matter. It's just a liquid in a bottle, and that's all it is. But do you know what calling it evil does for you? Do you know what it does to your self-belief? Do you know what it does to your feeling of self-efficacy, right? To your self-confidence? It crushes these things because you're giving the power out to something outside of yourself. It just puts this massive spanner in the works that doesn't need to be there. You know, you're putting it there yourself. It's a self-inflicted wound. It makes you believe that the alcohol has got some kind of a power over you. Not just a small amount of power either. You know, alcohol is evil, there's this big demon. It's a massive amount of power that you think alcohol has over you. And the opposite is true. Like I said before, you know, I'm 10 years into this and no, alcohol's got no power over me, but it never did have, you know. You have got all the power to stop putting the alcohol into your mouth, drop by drop by drop. So just think about it from this perspective. The past, right? The present and the future. Every drop of alcohol that you put into your mouth in the past, every drop of alcohol that you put into your mouth in this present moment, right? In this week or month or whatever it is. And in the future, every drop of alcohol that you will ever put into your mouth is down to you, right? It's your responsibility, regardless of whether you take that responsibility or not, right? And it's exactly the same, the opposite way around. It's your responsibility. Now, I want you to look at this video next for the consequences of not stopping drinking.